People come here in a time of crisis.
You're so frightened that you really aren't thinking hope at that moment.
They come with a frightening diagnosis.
Well, of course, it was terrifying. And unfortunately, even though I knew it was somewhat cliche, that you always think that's it.
You doing okay? Yeah.
They come to Winship Cancer Institute for treatment, but as they walk through the lobby, what patients are really looking for, more than anything, is hope.
I took the stairs up this morning and I came up hope and courage, and at the end of the staircase, all those words are there, and that's exactly what this place is. It's hope, it's courage.
Shawn Ware needed hope. She came to Winship after her initial treatment for breast cancer.
It's definitely a shared hope. It's a hope, especially when I meet someone who is a survivor for more years than I. That is instant hope. I'm like, you can do it, so can I. And for those that are just going through their journey, it's hope for them. And so it's almost like a ripple effect of hope.
For you to have that kind of hope, to really believe that you have that kind of hope, is hard, I think, in the very beginning. And I got a lot of that when I came here, actually, the first visit.
Frank Summers found hope in the confidence of his treatment team.
So I was asking Dr. Beitler some specific questions, and he sort of dismissed me. He said, you know, you're not the first guy I've cured of this. And so it was like, we're good, and we'll move on from there. And it was funny, but it was very positive.
We are more concerned with long-term functional outcomes. And that was just never a concern 20 years ago, because we just didn't think we were going to cure the patient. Now we expect to cure the patients, and we're thinking, what's going to be best for that patient 10, 20 years down the line, because we think there's going to be a 10 or 20 year down the line view.
We want hope to resonate among many families who are afflicted by cancer, but we want hope also to be transformed into an expectation of a good result. And as the research moves over, the hope becomes stronger, and the hope becomes an expectation of a cure and a great outcome.
The blood work actually looked good.
At Winship, you don't just hear about hope from patients. As Georgia's only NCI-designated cancer center, Winship is at the leading edge of research and treatment.
So NCI designation is basically the NCI provide the funding for the infrastructure of the institution to do the optimal research. So this is NCI designation is not just a name.
It's helping to fuel the cutting-edge research that has always been a strength at Winship.
And that's really happened because we've assembled teams here. They're teams of caregivers, physicians, and other healthcare delivery specialists. But it's also the research teams who really work on a day-to-day basis with our cancer physicians.
We collaborate with pharmacologists that are able to create new clinical trials, phase 1 clinical trials. We collaborate with oncologists to design trials of existing agents. So there's a lot of opportunity here to create hope for patients.
And that research is going on right here. Scientists, doctors, and patients interact on a daily basis.
It basically refocuses your research, and it really does give you the energy and the drive to focus on the critical aspects of the disease and trying to make advancements to curing the disease.
Winship is also here to provide hope for those for whom a cure hasn't been found.
I had no idea what to expect. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel, I wasn't having crazy symptoms.
But Jennifer Giliberto did have a brain tumor. She underwent surgery, but the tumor is still there, and the long-term prognosis is unknown. Nevertheless, Jennifer and her family are moving forward with renewed hope after the birth of their daughter, Harper.
She is now ultimately connected to our journey. I think what her legacy would be is, I think that she represents wholeheartedly what hope is.
And it's what Winship represents as well. Hope for patients now and in the future.
Hope survives, and Winship offers every cancer patient tremendous hope.